Hi guys, my name is Cheyenne. I'm originally from Jefferson City, but I currently live in Higbee, Missouri, which is like 15 minutes from Moberly, with my boyfriend, Kelly Walker. He owns his own mechanic shop in Moberly called Walker's Automotive, and our two fur babies, Sage and Blue. Sage is the black and white one on the bed. She's a little princess. And then Blue Boo. Boo Boo! That one's Boo, or Blue, really. Um, But I'm actually going to do a mix between like a video and a slideshow just because my camera is kind of crappy on my laptop. So growing up, I was in and out of foster homes, detention centers, living with friends, and sometimes my mom, or even living on the streets. My dad died when I was 7, and my siblings are all a lot older than me and had their own families going or weren't in the position to help. And my mom was always busy with whoever she was dating at the time. So I basically raised myself. As for family, so I do have a boyfriend, but am still technically married to someone else, but we haven't been together in like 9 years. I also have 17 brothers and sisters, but about half of them I haven't ever met. I've also got a bunch of nieces and nephews, as I'm sure you can imagine, and I'm really close with three of them: Jeremiah, who's 17, Jesse, who's 15, and Annabelle, who's 14. Sadly, I actually just had to say goodbye to one of my sisters, Melissa, this past December 4th. She was a year older than me and had 4 kids, 2 girls and 2 boys. So some of my hobbies are, well, really anything to do with crafts. Stuff from making flower arrangements to t-shirts to wood designs and magnets or cups. Really anything that I can use as an excuse to break out my silhouette, I love doing. I'm also really big into tie-dyeing and was even selling my products online for a while before school became my number one priority. I also enjoy baking. People love my 3D cookies. So really, I guess I like doing anything that involves making stuff, including planners. That's my newest thing, is making disc planners. I swear by them. My last hobby is something that me and my boyfriend do, and that's arrowhead hunting. Uh, we actually have a pretty good sized collection, and honestly, I love looking into the background of each type of point. It's crazy to me that I've found and held an artifact from, like hundreds of years ago in my hands. I've also included several pictures of some of our collection, along with other, things that we've found in the creeks, like deadheads and bottles and other cool stuff. I also love to travel and explore, even if it's just to like the next town over to go hit a trail or something, like going to Roachport on one of their beautiful trails. I've also been to North Dakota to pick my mom and brother up. The highways were actually flooded really bad whenever I went on that trip. I've been to St. Louis. Well, actually, I lived there on and off for a couple years. But my favorite site is the graffiti wall down at the landing. Chicago was another fun trip. But my favorite trip is actually the most recent at Blue Springs. It was so beautiful. The water was so clear all the way to the drop off where it drops to like 40 feet or something like that. And the water was such a pretty blue. It's breathtaking.
Hi again. For my goals, I'm actually wanting to open my own center to uh, help people of like all ages, kids, young adults, all of them, for a bunch of different like things, for like a place to go to fill out job applications, or a place to go for help with homework, or even like a place to go just to talk to somebody, or to have a place to hang out after school, or anything and everything really, even down to like the more difficult things like problems at home, addiction, abuse, just really anything and everything. um like eventually I want to start a program up for convicted felons, so that once like once they complete this program, the felonies are expunged off their records, because like a lot of them, once they get that felony and they go to prison, they just give up, and that's another reason why the return rate to prisons are so high.
Everybody know I'm better. Yeah, I'm better. It don't matter.